and it's my birthday today, so you might see some text messages come through. So I apologize in advance. Oh, thanks. I'm spending it with you guys, because I love you. All right, so we have a startup called HowJam. We all know what VR is. It's really cool, but there's a problem with it. When you're in VR, nobody knows what you're doing. And there's usually like somebody on the outside hanging around, like just checking things out, not really in the experience. This is what he's actually doing, right? This is much cooler than what the real world sees. So we thought it would be really cool to get other people in the room to have an experience where the world comes alive around them. You know, the people are doing it. This is the Void. The problem with the Void is that it's really, really complicated to set up the experience that they have. They use a lot of custom equipment. They also use a lot of enterprise level equipment. We've done experiences like that for the last like 3.5 years using enterprise level equipment to set up multiplayer environments. The big problem with that was that you needed like our team to go set it up. You needed a bunch of PhDs. You needed people who could set these things up and babysit them all day. So we thought in order for the rest of the world to get to experience these things without us going to set them up, without VR arcades that specialize in setting up these types of multiplayer experiences, that we would have to figure out a way to simplify it, to make it easier to set up. And that's what we set out to do. My background is in organizing experiential events. My co-founder, Ken Perlin, worked on the movie Tron. Some of you might have a visual effects background. He's the guy behind Perlin Noise. And my other co-founder, David Lobzer, has been building out interactive VR experiences and 3D graphics in post-production for the last 20 years. So this is what our platform does. It makes it really easy to set up a multiplayer mixed reality experience like the Void in your own arcade in any venue that you have. It's just really like the click of a button. This program runs and you can sync up multiple VR and AR headsets in the room so they can all see each other and interact in the same physical space. We use Unity. We're a big Unity shop. Anybody else use Unity here? All right, most of the room. They say about 90% of the virtual reality content and 90% of the people making VR content use Unity. So we have a really deep editor integration into Unity. It lets you drag and drop out assets that then can see each other in VR. You assign actors, you synchronize them to a scene. It takes only a couple of hours to take an existing Unity project that's arena-based and make it into a multiplayer experience where people in the same room can see each other. This is some of the content that we have that we're showing here today. We call it Crayons. Basically, you can draw in the air with a Vive, like Toprush. Other people in the room that have Vives can draw in the air, and then on a mobile phone, I can walk around the room and I can see what other people are drawing, and I can tap the screen on the mobile phone and also draw in the air. So this is just one of the pieces of content that work on our platform. We are winning some awards. We're trying to get more content on the platform right now, and I'll show you actually some videos. Like, kids love it. It's really for the kids. Let me show you some videos before my battery runs out. So, let's see. This is what we first started doing, and this is using very expensive Optitron hardware. The cost per participant here was about $20,000 per participant. We customized Gear VR mobile phones. This is in 2014 we started on this, and this was the 2015 FMX show, which is a big special effects conference in Germany. Next video I'm going to show you is also on that same technology stack. That's on an experience called Flock. It was Burning Man inspired. Has anybody here ever been to Burning Man before? All right, just one person, and we're on the I feel like the rest of you don't want to admit it. So this is at the Future of Storytelling Festival in New York. 750 people went to the festival, and 750 of them actually did this experience. We were getting 10 to 12 people in at a time into this experience where they took on an avatar of a bird. So all the birds that you see in this space are actually other people, and then the glowing dragonflies are procedurally generated bugs, and the way that you went to eat them was you collided your headset into the bugs. And you didn't have to flap your wings, you didn't have to open your mouth to eat the bugs, but people did it anyway because they loved it and they thought it was fun. The interesting thing here was that the adults would walk through and they would like look at it like it was like a really interesting art piece, and the children would just run through and go nuts. So like we took the same experience that was there running on about $120,000 worth of equipment, and we ported it over to the Vive, and this is on about $8,000 of equipment. And we let a Girl Scout troop try it, and same experience. They're seeing flock, but to them it's a like nutty psychedelic thrill ride. So they're shrieking with terror and glee, I guess you could say. So let me show you one of the latest things. So this is Crayons. This is what we have here, and this is a longer look at what we have. So as you can see here, everybody in the room is represented as an avatar. The phones are represented as emojis, and the backpack computers are represented as ghosts. So we're all able to interact with each other and share the experience together. Now eventually we see this like leaving the VR arcade and following people home, because as we know, the movie industry before it even like made it to the theater started off with these funky devices called kinetoscopes where one person could use them at a time, and it really didn't make it mass market until they invented the projector. So we're trying to make VR and AR mass market by allowing multiple people to share the space together. And we've got some great reviews in the press. We've got a ton of content online, and I encourage everybody to come check us out. We want to partner with other companies that are looking to find an easier way to make their content multiplayer for people who are in the same room. Thanks.